Cincinnati's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On the move, it's Sanders. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Lobos headed quickly to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the deep...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for room, it's Hill. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He has the first and still on his feet. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Lobos moving quickly to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his up.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
back. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, New Mexico! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. New Mexico, 21, Arkansas.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Lobos racing to the line in a hurry-up. Makes his connection. Touchdown, New Mexico! What a grab and go for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw. It's Green. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left side. Off he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed moving.
Looking to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, New Mexico!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT.
Big-time emotion and energy regardless the records when Georgia and Florida settle their scores. And, guys, here is the very latest. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Oh, what a move! What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The Lobos have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking the play. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Flagway. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
The Lobos have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to run it. It's Sanders. Touchdown, Lobos! And the pummeling has started.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Stevens. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Green. Slips a tackle. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
That's reeled in. It's high. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
It's hard right now on defense. You got the lead, and you're not expecting the opponent to run it as much as they've been doing on this drive. So run, 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 and now you're wanting to be aggressive. You're wanting to play downhill, and on that third down, you see the play fake. You're expecting it again, and they throw it over your head. Right now, this defense, they're on their heels a little bit.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone.
42 Spiders. Flip it.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got
touchdown Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their head.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Connection to the right. Still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shaking up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer.
And he breaks into the open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making it.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.